Well, good morning, 1027, 1035, WICY, feel-good tunes of the 80s and more. Here we are on a Wednesday, and we usually join those with Alice Hyde Medical Center. It's Dr. Todd Whitman, in fact. And Todd, we've been chatting with you, for about a month now?
Yes, I believe it has been.
Yeah, and we've watched this thing evolve. I mean, it's not maybe anywhere where we thought it could be as far as how bad it can get, but again, it's controlled, but not going away anytime soon. I don't know how you would look at it that way.
I think that's completely true, John. We did not have the surge we were anticipating, which is absolutely great. But with that, we didn't develop herd immunity, and so our communities will remain at risk, and we need to continue to social distance and take into account all the things that we've been talking about all along.
Sure, and it's been a lot. Today, how about services reopening, Todd?
So we're really working on how to safely reopen. We really shut so many things down initially in an attempt to keep the community as safe as possible and to keep the healthcare system from being overwhelmed. Yeah. And now we're at a point where we really need to sort of reinvent what we think of as urgent, essential, and necessary care. So there's certainly elective things that we do, but as we get further down the road, less of that sort of falls into the elective category, and we're starting to think about necessary care outside of COVID care.
Sure. What is antibody testing, Todd, and why is it important?
So antibody testing or serologic testing is a way of measuring your immune system to determine whether or not you've been exposed to this virus and whether or not you may be immune. That would be very helpful in opening up the communities if we knew who was potentially immune. The testing that's available currently does have issues, and we're really hoping that the testing improve substantially in the coming weeks and that we're able to start to offer antibody testing here in Malone.
Yeah, sure. So you're meaning to tell me there are certain people walking around that even if they were exposed to it wouldn't get the virus, essentially?
There are. We don't know the real number for that, but the governor did do some random or semi-random testing here in Franklin County and in Clinton County, and there were very low rates of immunity, certainly less than 5% from what I've been exposed to.
Yeah, no, it's a very rare type, but again, to know about these would be, like you said, very helpful.
Absolutely.
For sure, absolutely. Todd. Yeah. No, in-house testing, how's it going at Alice Hyde and CVPH?
So there's multiple different ways that we can test folks. We send most of our testing for acute infection to the Wadsworth lab in Albany. It's a state-of-the-art lab owned by New York State. And we also have the ability to do some tests in-house at CVPH with about a 45-minute turnaround. That's called the Cepheid platform. We're very limited in what we have available. We only have, I think I just got off a meeting that said there were 70 of those tests available for all of the North Country. So as they become more available, we'll also be able to offer that here at Alice Hyde. But for now, the actual materials that are required on the system to run the test are in such short supply that we can't do it currently.
Okay. I hear what you're saying, Todd. I mean, this is all great stuff. We covered a few different topics today. Last week was just telehealth. I think it deserved its own. And, next week it could be something different. I mean, there's a lot of ways to break down what's going on, is my point.
Absolutely. And, boy, I'll tell you, it changes every day. It's a rapidly evolving situation.
We talk every week, but things are happening every single day. So we have to catch up, sometimes every week. Todd, until next week, huh?
Yes. Pleasure to talk to you today.
All right. Thank you so much. It is Dr. Todd Whitman with Alice Hyde Medical Center and CVPH as well. We meet with him every single Wednesday morning on 1027 and 1035 WICY.